All right, this is Eric Jesse. This is Education 382, and today is June 26, 2022. Jonah, how you doing today, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Today's lesson is a little similar to last week's lesson. Uh, have you ever heard of making an inference?
I think so.
You have some experience with that?
Uh-huh.
If you had a guess, what would you think it is?
Sort of when you like read between the lines and and understand something that when they don't actually tell you it.
Yeah, that's a kind of a basic good principle, basic good idea. I've got a little video here that kind of goes more in depthly on making inferences, and then we can talk about it. And then I've got a book to read to you, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound?
Good.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let me know if you can't hear it at all. Okay,
All right.
alrighty, and here we go. What do you think is the inference from that picture right there with Detective Waddle?
That girl, the girl I think is having a birthday party.
I'd say that's a really good inference. Okay. I think you understand. Does that kind of give you a better overall picture of what an inference is?
Yeah.
So, in your own words, after watching that little clip, what would you say an inference is?
Um, Almost the same thing as what I said, but maybe that like using like details and like using like prior knowledge and stuff.
Yep, yep. And then just coming up with a conclusion from prior knowledge and using pictures, text, whatever you
Yeah.
see, using all your resources, which is always good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you got a good understanding of that. Okay, so I'm gonna next I have a book for us to read. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so while I'm reading this book, I just want you to come think of some inferences. I'll maybe stop a couple times throughout the reading, just to kind of see if there's any inferences that you have picked up on. Have you heard of Stephen Curry before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so you might know some things already then, huh?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll get reading here, and then what we get, what we get. So sound good?
Yep.
Okay. So Stephen Curry. This book is by Dave Campbell. Even in defeat, Cavaliers leader LeBron James came over to shake Curry's hand, netting 13 of his 25 points in the fourth quarter. Curry gave Golden State a big final boost. He added 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals that night. The Warriors won the series in 6 games. A few weeks earlier, Curry was named Most Valuable Player. The sharp shooting point guard, nicknamed the Babyface Assassin, was simply Steph, was now also an NBA champion. Coming out of a Charlotte Christian high school, Curry was considered too small by major college basketball programs. He stood 6'1" and weighed 160 pounds. Virginia Tech, where his father played, only wanted him as a non-scholarship player. Instead, Curry chose Davidson College, where he became known for more than just having a famous father. The Splash Brothers. Curry left Davidson a year early for the NBA draft. He promised to return one day and finish his degree. Now 6'3" and 181 pounds, Curry was still a little small to be an NBA player. The Warriors were confident in Curry. They used the 7th overall pick on him. Their faith was rewarded when Curry was runner-up for the Rookie of the Year award. Okay, if you had to make an inference about just looking at this picture, what is something that you notice right away?
From the picture, I noticed. I'm guessing, well, obviously I know from the text, but if I just saw the picture, I'd realize that he probably got drafted, and that's the team he went to.
Yeah, and maybe that's like his parents. I guess it says there on the
Yeah,
bottom,
yeah,
but
yeah. I'm
parents
guessing
on.
this is
Yeah.
parents and stuff.
Yep. Okay, the record setter. Curry led the league in steals and free throw percentage in 2014 to 15 and 2015 to 16 seasons. His biggest claim to fame, though, is three-point shooting. With an effortless motion and near perfect form, Curry can make a shot from almost anywhere on the court. In 2012 to 2013, he set an all-time record with 272 three-pointers. With the clock about to run out, Curry pulled up from just a few steps beyond the half-court line. For such a long and tough shot, he took it calmly. It rattled in and off the back of the rim. The Warriors won 121 to 118. Curry finished with 46 points. He tied the NBA single-season record with 12 three-pointers. He also broke his own single-season mark in the game. After the season, Curry was again named MVP. He received every... Sorry about that. He received every single vote. Okay, without even reading any of this text, okay, is there anything that sticks out to you in any inferences you can make for that?
I quickly noticed like the 73 thing, so I'm guessing it's something related to 73, and I read the caption really quickly, and it said that they wanted to see him win. They wanted to see his 73rd win
Yep.
or
Yep.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. Pictures obviously tell some of the story, but obviously the text gives you more. So Curry and the Warriors had 4 games left in the season. They needed to win all of them to get to 73 wins and the record. 2 of those were against the San Antonio Spurs, who went on to win 67 games. But Golden State won both, and a third against the Memphis Grizzlies to set up a chance for history back in Oakland. Curry scored 46 points in the season finale. He made 10 three-pointers as the Warriors dominated the Grizzlies 125 to 104. Warrior fans rocked Oracle Arena in celebration of the 73-9 record. And it looks like here we just have a timeline of his career. He was born in 1988. We'll kind of just maybe go over some of the big ones. Led by Curry's 33 points, Davidson College upset Wisconsin in the NCAA tournament. He got drafted in 2009. We already talked about that a little bit. 2015, Curry and the Warriors beat the Cleveland to win the NBA Finals. Talked about that one a little bit. And then it talked about 2016, how he won his second MVP award. Okay. So that's so you said you had heard of Steph Curry before this?
yes, I have.
Okay. So was there anything, I guess, before we get into inferring, is there anything that you learned that you didn't already know?
I didn't know much about his college career and stuff. Like I didn't know that he was planning on going back to college. Or that I don't know if it said that he already went back or something, but that was more about college and mainly that.
Yeah. Just shows how important education was to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can you infer? Obviously, it didn't give us a huge picture, but what can you infer about his career, about his life so far? Obviously, he's still a current player. So what are some of the things that you picked up on just from those short little book?
Well, I know that like most NBA players and most people don't have books about them. So, but I know he's a really good player from that, and that he was one of the best point guards because it said bunch of stuff like that. And he was underrated when he was in like high school and college, and then proved to be really good.
So can you infer from that that maybe he just kept growing and kept
Yeah.
getting better, so he kept working hard maybe because he was improving so much. Obviously, he started out with 0 Division I offers, it said, right?
Yeah.
Besides Davison. So, I mean, obviously you don't know for sure, but just guessing, inferring, I guess, he continued to work hard even though things didn't work out how he wanted them to.
Yeah.
It's so Steph Curry, obviously a great player. Is there anything else you can infer just from that book?
Not that I can remember.
Okay, and I like how you said you inferred that not just because a player makes it to the NBA doesn't mean that they'll have a book about them.
Yeah.
So obviously it means he is a really good player, but sometimes there could be, if a player does something really special off the court or on the court too. But obviously I would say that's a really good thing that you inferred from the book. So anything else you want to add to that?
Nope.
Okay, so I think that concludes our lesson. Thank you for helping me out.
No problem.